Well, good evening, everybody. How are we all doing this beautiful Monday night? We're live at Dover, Delaware. No, sorry, Darlington. The Lady in Black looking to take her vengeance this week. We have 36 cars registered to start this event so far. Joshua Reese set down a blistering pace. Ben Park, Aiden Giordano, Logan Truitt, and Mark Kalin, top 5 in practice. And we're getting ready to go to qualifying. We'll see where some of these boys are going to handle this tough track. You can see at the track map, it's kind of like a weird little egg shape. You don't run the bottom on this one, that's for sure. Most of the time, the fastest time is right around the top. But that wall, whew, you're going to get your Darlington stripe pretty early tonight, I think. Practice should be just winding down. Alright, let's see. Who's going to be the first car out on this monstrous Darlington track? I would hate to see how many drivers are going to get their laps invalidated by slapping that wall. Well, we might as well jump on board with the guy that was fastest in practice. Joshua Reese. He has been quick. Right up next to that wall as he exits turn number 4. First lap in the book with a 28.951. That is 0.6 off his practice run. Now track conditions do change between sessions, so we'll find out how normal that is here in a minute. Brandon Dumford jumps up to the point momentarily. Ben Park jumps to the top of the leaderboard with a 28.407. Joshua Reese falls to second with a 28.419. Oh, Donnie Bartlett. Big stripe on that one. That's going to invalidate that lap. Reset, give that thing a second chance. Donnie Bartlett not at the season he was looking to have in his return to the EFRL Monday Night Series. Been some hard luck for him. First lap, Donnie's going to post up at P19. Lap number 2 for Donnie. 29 flat. Lee Krause just starting his first lap in that number 99 machine. And there's City Cola. Coming to the checkered, well, to finish his first lap. It looks like Lee has scraped the wall. He is not going to get a lap in. So only 21 out of the 37 drivers were able to complete qualifying runs. That could make for a challenging race for some of them, or maybe that was done by design. All right. Starting on the front row, Aiden Giordano has taken over the point with a 28.390. Ben Park's going to fall to second. Anthony Hamilton is going to start in third. Joshua Reese in fourth. Mark Kalin in fifth. Brandon Dunford in sixth. In row number 4, we got Lane Doyle and Logan Truitt. Row number 5, we have Forrest Hamilton Jr. and Zach Domer. Row number 6, Tom Queering. Row number... let's finish row number 6. How about we do that, folks? Row 6, Tom Queering and Tyler Markle. Row number 7, we've got Dan Park, Bradley Steffen. Row number 8, Farron Elam Jr. and Brandon Griffith. Row number 9, Dylan Dunford and Donnie Bartlett. Matt Moreau and Kyle Mays is going to round out our top 10 rows. Josh Fox, Lee Krause, row number 11. Josh Walker, Alan Wernicke, row number 12. Todd Mays, Steve Hogan. Michael Steele and Michael Hermes in row 14. Dean Qualley, Joshua Chinook. Jesse Adams, Jake Mackey. Logan Tackett, Derek Regal, Kyle Lingerfeld, and Mr. Sean Patrick starting off at the end of this one. For me, one of the best parts about the Darlington races is generally a throwback. And we're going to see some of those here tonight. Like the number 9 car of Dunford is driving the old Coors car of Bill Elliott. One of my personal favorites. We see the 21 car driving a Bass Pros Club / Tracker Boats car. I do believe that is going to be a throwback to Martin Truex Jr. Of course, we couldn't have a throwback race without the old number blue and yellow number 3 Wrangler car. Pretty sure one of the cars I saw looked like an old Alan Kowicki throwback from before his time with the Hooters people. Alright, looks like the lights are off on the pace car. We're going to go the green flag racing. Aiden Giordano's going to lead us to the green with park on the outside. Ooh, Giordano looks like he might have got a little squirrely. A lot of drivers' meetings this week focusing on patience and on-track race etiquette and respect. Ooh, the 21 gets super loose. We've had some record high cautions the last 2 weeks. Talked to the drivers about getting them settled down and maybe take it easy for the first, 100 laps. We have 147 laps. This is a long race. And I know these drivers don't want to spend all that under caution. Caution is out on the speedway. Nope, couldn't find what brought that caution out. Only 2 laps in. Alright, looks like we're going to get a little bit of a shake-up up front. New front row is going to be Park and Hamilton. I do believe Park is going to get a lane choice. Giordano's going to be in 3rd. Reese 4th. Kalen 5th. Dunford 6th. And we got Truitt, Doyle, Domer, and Markle rounding out our top 10. Alright, chat, who are you cheering for tonight? Got a big field of cars. Your favorite has to be there. Ben Park does opt for the inside line. It's going to put Hamilton on the outside. Then we got Giordano, Reese, Kalen, and Dunford. Things not starting off too terribly smooth here. This is a tough track. The lady in black will take her toll on you. Friendly little wager. How about we go over under? How many cautions we talking tonight, you think? I'm thinking 7. Are you over or under on 7? Lights are off on our pace car. We're getting ready to go green flag racing again. Pace car's dipping off. We're going green flag racing here. Park jumps out to the lead, but Mark Kalin coming on pretty strong. We did see a car out of shape back there just as it exited the screen. I know we talked earlier about having a Darlington stripe counter, but I said I don't think I can count that high. Alright, well, coming into tonight's race, Lane Doyle has the lead. Joshua Reese in second, Joshua Fox in third, Josh Walker in fourth, Ben Park in fifth, Forrest Hamilton in sixth, and we got Tyler Markle, Kyle Mays, Todd Mays, Zach Domer. That rounds out our top 10. Then we got Anthony Hamilton, Aiden Giordano, Dan Park, Mark Kalin, Fair Nealon Jr., Logan Truitt, Dean Qualley, Brandon Dunford, Travis Lepenis, Kyle Lepenis. Sorry, Kyle Lingerfeld. Ooh, I was playing tricks on me there. Dylan Dunford, Michael Steele, Jesse Adams, Adam Baker, Mike Hermes, Stephen Hogan, Tom Queering, Alan Wernicke, Matt Moreau, Donnie Bartlett, Brandon Griffith, Logan Tackett, Brad Stephan, Joshua Chinook, Jake Mackey, Bobby Maris, Derek Regal, Craig Schroeder, Sean Patrick, Matthew Chandler and Lee Krause. Driver's starting to get a little spread out now. Donnie Bartlett in that number 29 machine. He is up 6 positions. Right behind him, we've got the 3 of Forrest Hamilton Jr. and the 46 of Tom Query. Mark Kalin has taken over the lead on lap 20. Joshua Reese is currently in at 7th. That's a car you definitely want to keep an eye out on. He had blistering speed in practice. Kalin now stretching that lead out. 1.2 seconds over the 21 of Aiden Giordano. Giordano is our pole sitter tonight. Let's jump on board with Mr. Ben Park. Park losing another spot to Hamilton. Ben might have pushed way too hard early on, trying to keep that 62 behind him. Yeah, Ben is 4/10 off of Kalen's pace on that last lap. He's got a whole pack of cars behind him. Doyle in that number 47 car. Trying to work his way around that 13. Joshua Reese closing the gap on that number 97 machine. Out of the top 4, Reese was the fastest last time around. We are just about 11 laps away from our first stage break. Well, our one and only stage break. Looks like we got some drivers pitting in already. Number 9 car, Brandon Dunford, probably one of my favorite paint schemes. Now we've got an epic battle between the 9 and the 3 car. Old rivalries for sure. If you're a long-time NASCAR fan, you'll remember where Bill Elliott drove that number 3 car right down in the grass. I think it was Atlanta. And Earnhardt still came out on top. Caution is out. Third caution of the evening, folks. The lady in black is taking her toll on these guys tonight. Looks like everybody's coming into the pits. Lane Doyle opts to stay out. Choosing track position over fresh tires. Judging by where we're at, I'm guessing we're going to go green yet before the end of the stage here. Four tires, 62 is down and away. Looks like we had 12 cars choose to stay out. Logan Truitt, Dan Park, Josh Walker, Brandon Dunford, Tyler Markle, Dylan Dunford, Steve Hogan, Fair Nealum Jr., Todd Mays, Kyle Mays, Joshua Chinook, and Kyle Lingerfeld. So the first cars that pit on this pit sequence on lap 35, Mark Kalin is going to be the first car. Everybody else in front of him is on old tires. This could be, as my buddy TJ Bernier would say, chaos! Where's the chaos? If you have not watched All-Star 15 TV with AJ and TJ, those are my buddies over there that helped me get into broadcasting. We've been together a long time. And quick shout out to All-Star 15 TV. Doyle's going to lead us to the green flag, parked down low. Outside lane, he gets a good jump. Tua Walker has worked his way up into the top 10 with pit strategy. Hopefully that's going to work out for him. We are on lap 39. Stage break is going to be at lap 41. Once the top 10 drivers complete lap 41, the caution will come out. That'll freeze the field and we'll divvy up some driver points. Heels over Heroes says Lingerfelt not being first proves there is a conspiracy against him. Can't hold him down. He's winning this race. 65 Lingerfelt for life. Hashtag I love the 65. Oh, love the enthusiasm. Let's see. Kyle Lingerfelt is currently running in 11th, just outside the top 10. Kyle's able to keep his nose clean. I don't doubt we'll see him battling here soon. Joshua Reese and Mark Kalin, the first two cars that took tires, have moved their way up into 7th and 8th respectively. See if they can keep working forward. But those older tires seem to be holding on. We should have a stage break here. Unless they deemed it that... There it is. Caution is out for the stage break. I was just about to say, unless they deemed that caution close enough to the stage break to qualify, but they would have announced that in driver chat. And I do not have that turned on, because, trust me, when these boys get upset, we don't want to hear that. Race day sponsor, Michael Steele Graphics and Designs. If you are looking for a shiny new wrap, check out Michael Steele Graphics and Designs right on Facebook. He does some amazing work. Been a longtime friend of Michael's. He will not disappoint. The number 7 car of Dan Park is one of Michael's cars. And that's that number 7 car right there. Actually, there's probably a good 15 to 20 cars out of this field that are painted by Michael Steele. the 13, the 7, the 17, the 5, the 26, the 13, yeah, there's a lot of them. It's hard to keep track sometimes. But yeah, Michael Steele, great job. Check out Michael Steele Graphics and Designs. Alright, so we've got... Let's see how this is going to shake up. Joshua Reese is going to take over the lead. Reese and Mark Kalin were the leaders before they pit on that last caution on lap 35. Michael Steele still out there on old tires. There's that beautiful blue car, Michael Steele's. Look at that thing. That is one of the prettiest cars I've seen, especially under the lights. It is so pretty. Michael's got a new sponsor on the hood of that one, Archangel Custom Welding. Huge fan of the color combination. Alright, lights are off on the pace car. We're going to get them re-racked, restacked, and we're going to go back at it. Fourth caution. We got about 100 laps left to go, give or take. So the rest of the week here in the EFRL, well, lights are off on the pace car. He's dipping off. We're going to go back green flag racing. We'll go over the rest of the schedule in just a minute. Out of the top 5, Michael Steele is the only one who has not pit for tires. I'm not sure if that's bold or crazy. Either way, I like seeing that number 5 up front, especially that pretty blue chrome. Battle for the lead. Reese and Kalin battling side by side. Ooh, 62 pushes hard right up to that wall. Oh! We've lost Reese. Michael Steele's going to take over second place. No caution. Reese slammed into that outside wall pretty hard. Oh, man. Oh. Tell you, folks, someday she's tough getting old. Michael Steele doing his best he can to try to reel in Mark Kalin. Mike having a very solid run here tonight. Sorry, Michael having a very solid run here tonight after not qualifying. He is up 25 positions between pit strategy and just on-track driving. Saw that 21 get super loose. Able to woe it up and save it. Tom Queering having a great run so far this evening. He's up into 6th place. Oh, we just saw the 29 of Donnie Bartlett getting lapped. Looks like he might have a little bit of a problem with that 29 machine. Still got a lot of racing left to go. So far this evening, we've got 4 cautions. Only 3 for cause. One was a stage break. Actually, not too terrible of a night. But down here in Darlington, where your tempers get short as the nights get long, and those tires are going to wear out quick. 47 of Doyle looking to make a move on Hamilton. Tricky track, and nobody wants to drive below that white line. The angle of the track surface changes drastically, and that's a quick way to end your evening. So what everybody's weather like up here in northern Minnesota? It's been a little chilly, a little brisk. I think the high we reached today was 46 degrees. Possible snow tomorrow. That's always fun. Mother Nature up here says spring. That's for girls. Mark Kalin running into some lap traffic. Got a fairly good lead over Michael Steele. 2.5 seconds. Steele just lost 2nd place to Lane Doyle. Oh. Mark Kalin in that 62 showing how it's done. Taking these boys to school here tonight. We see the 86 of Regal move down out of the way. Good racecraft there by the 86 car. It doesn't want to be a factor. Oop, and he scrapes the wall. Lane Doyle has closed up a little bit of the gap, down to 2.26 seconds. We'll keep an eye on that gap as this progressives here. Oh, wow. Lane Doyle down to 1.6 seconds behind Mark Kalin. Those old tires for Michael Steele now playing a factor. He is falling back, hoping for another caution to come out. He is down to 9th place, holding on to a top 10 so far. Doyle now 1.3 seconds behind. He's cut almost a second off. The leader's going to encounter some more lap cars here. Battle now for the lead. Doyle is cut that lead down to less than a second. Doyle makes short work of the lap car of Moreau. So Doyle does have a little bit newer tires than Mark Kalin. Kalin pit on lap 35, Doyle pit on lap 44. What did we just see? Kalin is done. So we got Kalin in the 62 leading the race. The 86 of Derek Regal loses control. Oh no. Oh. Absolutely nowhere for Kalin to go. Oh my lord. Kalin done for the evening. Such a shame. He was having such a strong run. is this being? There we go. Anthony Hamilton is going to take over the lead. 5th caution of the night. What a crazy, crazy situation. That's one of those things that you can't plan for because it doesn't normally happen. So Anthony Hamilton and Kyle Mays opted to stay out. Lane Doyle is going to be the first car that pit on lap 70. He's going to be in 3rd, fresh tires. Hamilton and Kyle Mays, old tires from lap 44.
Steel Graphics and Designs creates custom racing wraps and logos built for the real world and iRacing. From bold liveries to clean, professional branding, every design is made to perform on and off the track. Ready to upgrade your look? Contact Steel Graphics and Designs for custom wraps. Visit Steel Graphics and Designs on Facebook to learn more.
Alright, that was just a quick word from our sponsor, Mr. Michael Steele. Looks like the pace car is dipping off. We're going back to green flag racing. Green flag is out on lap 72. Oh. Chaos, chaos, chaos. No cautions. Lane Doyle comes back around. He is taking the lead over. Brandon Griffith's way down on that bottom, all out of control and all out of shape. Aiden Giordano charging up to 2nd after being stuck back deeper in the field after some restarts. Forrest Hamilton Jr., he's up 6 positions from where he started in that number 3 throwback Chevy Camaro. Looks like he did get some back end damage to that rear bumper, probably from that last restart. Everybody got kind of bunched up and sideways. Driver we haven't talked about much tonight, that number 36 car. And that is Logan Truitt. Logan started 8th, currently 4th. Another driver that fell back a little deeper in the field due to pit strategy and whatnot, but he's back up front. And we're more or less halfway through this race. The number 9 machine of Brandon Dunford. Then we got in 6th place Tyler Markle. Tyler is up 6 spots from where he started. He's driving that number 42 machine that always kind of looks like a Dale Earnhardt Sr. throwback anyways. Dylan Dunford in the 94. Here's the 94 that I was talking about earlier that to me kind of looks like an old Quincy's car driven by Alan Kwiecki back in the day. Ben Park is currently sitting in 8th. Michael Steele holding on to 9th. He's got some fresh rubber underneath that number 5 car now. He's up 18 spots from where he started. And Steve Hogan's going to round out our top 10. Lane Doyle's got about a second of a lead now over Aiden Giordano. Aiden parked that 21 machine on the pole, so he knows how to get around this machine. He's figured out the lady in black. He said, she's not too tough to tame for me. Look who I see, Kyle Lingerfeld. Unfortunately, it does look like he's going a lap down. Doyle stretching that lead out a little bit while the rest of this pack is fighting to get around Kyle Lingerfeld. So the rest of the schedule for this week, tomorrow night we have the FALCONGRAFIX Outlaw Mini Sprints, followed by the FALCONGRAFIX Mini Stocks on asphalt. Wednesday we were off. Thursday night we got the Dirty Thursday Dirt Cars doubleheader. We got the Dirt Cars Mini Stocks, and then the Dirt Cars Pro Late Models. Michael Steele is trying to bring home his second title in a row in the Pro Late Models. Sean Patrick is trying to win his second title in a row in the Mini Stocks. So tune us in on Thursday nights and see what happens. You can see the gap from first to second. It's kind of evened out, 1.3 seconds. We're on lap 88. These guys are 18 laps in. Although I do see some lap cars that our leader is going to have to contest with. Got the 29 of Bartlett and the 22 of Mays. I don't believe those two are battling for position. Here comes our leader. He's going to fly by him down the bottom. Doyle's got a whole mirror full of the 36 of Truett and the number 3 of Forrest Hamilton Jr. Looks like they were trying to use the lap cars kind of as a pick, but he was able to needle his way through. All of our top 10 drivers all pit on lap 70. So they should have pretty even equipment. All comes down to driving. Ooh. Gear down up dirt tracking a little bit there as he came out of the corner. Doyle coming up on another lap car, the 97 of Hamilton. Hamilton was pretty fast early on. I think pit cycles have kind of changed how his race is going. He's going to move down low and let those leaders just fly on by. Doyle's lead has been cut in half. He's down to about 7/10 of a second from where we were just 5 laps ago. We'll jump on board with Giordano as he tries to reel in that 47. You can see the 3 lap cars up in front. Oh, looked like the 47 might have rubbed the wall a little bit. Giordano is on the leader now. See if he has enough speed to get by him. See the 17 car of Dean Qualley down low, driving that number 17 Hooters car. Only 4 tenths separate our leader right now. Giordano can just not close the distance that last half a second. So maybe that 47 was maybe playing a little possum. We are going to have to pit at least one more time yet for fuel. And definitely tires. These guys are 2 seconds off from where their fastest laps have been. Truett trying to look down low. Doesn't have the speed that Giordano does. Giordano's doing everything he can to try to reel in that 47. Well, Brendan Griffith had a pretty good race last week. Ended on the podium. Looks like he's going to be either just went in for tires or he's just coming out. So since our last caution, we went 36 laps. And we have 41 laps left to go in this event. Quick rundown. We got Lane Doyle in the lead, Aiden Giordano in second, Logan Truett in third, Ben Park in fourth, Brandon Dunford in fifth, Dylan Dunford in sixth, Josh Walker in seventh, Baron Elam Jr. in eighth, Alan Wernicke in ninth. Having a great run tonight, Joshua Sanook in 10th, Logan Tackett. Man, I didn't even know Logan was here tonight. We haven't talked about him. He is currently sitting in 11th. Tyler Markle is in 12th. Lee Krause in 13th. Michael Steele has fallen a little bit. He's down to 14th. Forrest Hamilton Jr. is in 16th. Dean Qualley 17th. Josh Fox in 19th. Anthony Hamilton. Kyle Lingerfeld. Jesse Adams. Joshua Reese. Joshua Reese down 19 spots from where he started this one. We got a slow car down the bottom. Kyle Mays. Donnie Bartlett in 25th. Then we have Matt Moreau, Brad Steffen, Steve Hogan, Brandon Griffith, which got weird. We talked about Brandon. Looks like he is in the pits already. Getting that last fuel stop. Jake Mbacke, Mark Kalin, Derek Regal, Zach Domer, Michael Hermes, and Sean Patrick. Aiden Giordano flying down pit road. Got to get that 21 machine slowed up to pit road speed. Nice job hitting that pit. Let's keep an eye on that 21 as he does his service. When you hit pit road, it definitely feels like you're barely crawling. Ooh, overshot his pit a little bit, had to back up. That's going to cost him on the track. He is taking all 4 tires. Topping off some fuel. Seems to be sitting there a while. I wonder if he had a speeding penalty. He must have. The 97 is down and away before him. Lane Doyle still our current leader. Logan Truitt in second. According to my ticker, Tom Query is up to third. We have 33 laps to go. Looks like here comes that 47 down on pit road. He looks like he's coming in a little hot. We'll keep an eye on his pit stop. See how long it takes him. Oh, caution comes out as he enters the pits. It could be a costly coincidence of timing for the 47. He's still going to stop and do his time. Down the way, it's 47. All right, it looks like our race leader is going to be Logan Truitt once everything shakes out here. Ooh, the 47 barely beats that pace car out. Alright, so it looks like we got Logan Truitt, Lee Krause, Here comes Truett down now. Well, after cycling through, oh, there's a lot of cars. Let's see where he's going to be here. Guessing a lot of these cars are going to get the wave around.
Steel Graphics and Designs creates custom racing wraps and logos built for the real world and iRacing. From bold liveries to clean, professional branding, every design is made to perform on and off the track. Ready to upgrade your look? Contact Steel Graphics and Designs for custom wraps. Visit Steel Graphics and Designs on Facebook to learn more.
Thank you once again to Michael Steele. At Steel Graphics and Designs, our race day sponsor. Lights are off on the pace car. Lane Doyle and Truett are on the front row. Lee Krause, Josh Walker, Jake Mackey, Tom Queering, Dan Park, Brandon Dunford, Ben Park, and Dylan Dunford are going to round out our top 10. Alright, pace car should dip off here. And Lane Doyle is going to lead us back to the green flag. Oops. I was off on which corner we were in. Doyle and Truett, Krause and Walker. Green flag is in the air. Oh, we got some contact. Looked like the 9 car slapped the wall pretty good back there, but everybody keeps going. We got 28 laps to go. Lane Doyle holding on to his lead. We got the 36 of Logan Truett in second. Everybody's jockeying for position past 6th place. Lee Krause in that 99 machine. Looking to make a move on Truett. He's quietly worked his way up through the field. He's up 19 positions from where he started. Haven't been able to talk to Lee a whole lot this season. Well, it looks like he's going to lose a spot here to the 2 car of Walker. Oh. We're on the closing end of this one. 25 laps to go. Lane Doyle looks to have a solid run he's put together here tonight. Logan Truett holding on to second. Josh Walker now up into third. He's up 20 positions from where he started. Lee Krause in fourth, up 18. Biggest mover, I would say, though, is that 93 car of Jake Mackey. He is currently in fifth. He is up 27 positions. Whole lot of strategy for that 93 team here tonight. He's got a mirror full, though, of Dan Park. And it looks like Dan actually set the fastest lap so far of the night 2 laps ago. Walker looking to make a move on Truett. Walker's going to clear him. Now he's got his sights set on the 47 of Doyle. Ooh, Lee Krause dusting up the dirt up there in that high side. Lane Doyle. Mirror full of the 2 car of Josh Walker. Walker's right on his back bumper now. That lock dock car kind of gives me a throwback to the old AC Delco car a little bit. He's got a line going into turns 3 and 4. He's going to take the lead, slide up in front of him. $19 laps to go now for the 2 car of Walker. Doyle falls back to second. Truett still holding on to third. Lee Krause in fourth. Mackey in fifth. Josh Walker looks to be the man to beat. 16 laps to go. Josh is going to catch some lap cars of Farron Elam Jr. Elam hard up into that wall. Couldn't hold the car down. It looks like he might be broke. He's just trying to stay out of the way. Oh, 47 Doyle up into the wall. That's going to cost him some momentum. He's going to hit the wall again. The 36 of Truitt and the 99 of Kraus looking to make a pass. Truitt's going to clear him. They exit turn number 4. Does Truitt have what it takes? 13 laps winding down. Ooh, Lee Kraus goes up and gets his Darlington stripe. Whoa! We got a car out of shape up there. Lee Kraus trying to hold on to that 99 for a good finish. Got 12 laps to go, Lee. Don't turtle it up on us now, buddy. For those of you unfamiliar, go back and check out the old EFRL ARCA tapes, and you'll understand the turtle reference. Walker holding onto that lead. 4/10 over the 36 of Truitt. Oh, caution is out. Not what the 2 car wanted to see. Like to have finished this one under green. Alright, well, these guys are getting restacked, and we'll be right back. Bold move by our leaders. It looks like they all had a set of tires left, so they've opted to go put on a fresh set of rubber. I don't believe they're going to need any fuel. Got to be careful. Make sure you hit your marks. Don't overshoot your pit. Right side's up. Left side's now. Down and away. Two car of Walker is going to lead us. I do question whether or not he might have got an unsafe pit exit and got an EOL. And that's exactly what looks like happens for the number 2 car. Oh no! Unsafe pit exit for the 2 car. Alright, so let's see what's shaking here. So it looks like Forrest Hamilton in the 3 car did stay out. So he should be our race leader when we go back to green flag racing. The 47 of Lane Doyle. Oh. Lee Krause in 3rd, Logan Truitt in 4th, Jake Mackey 5th, Dan Park in 6th, Tom Quering in 7th. In 8th place, we got the number 2 of Walker, the 22 of Mays, and the 10 of Warnicki. Walker has got to be kicking himself. This race was his. We'll see how Hamilton's tires handle this restart. They are 20 laps older than everybody else. Green flag is in the air. Oh, it looks like Lee Krause has a problem getting going. Everybody takes evasive action to miss him. As of yet, no cautions are out. But Hamilton gets a good jump on the rest of the field. Lane Doyle in 2nd. Dan Park catapults all the way up to 3rd. Lee Krause in 4th. Tom Quering in 5th. Here comes the 47 on those new tires. Caution is out. I do believe that is going to bring us to our first official green-white checkered. We're going to take this moment to go over our race day sponsor one more time.
Steel Graphics and Designs creates custom racing wraps and logos built for the real world and iRacing. From bold liveries to clean, professional branding, every design is made to perform on and off the track. Ready to upgrade your look? Contact Steel Graphics and Designs for custom wraps. Visit Steel Graphics and Designs on Facebook to learn more.
All right, Steel Graphics and Design. Thank you, Michael Steele, for being our race day sponsor. We're going to get these cars restacked up and try this one more time. Unfortunately, as they say in NASCAR, cautions breed cautions. Alright, lights are off. We're going to get re-racked, restacked. We're going to try this one more time. Hamilton on the point, Doyle on the high side. Dan Park down low, Lee Krause on 4th place. Tom Quering in 5th. Truitt in 6th. Mackey in 7th, Walker in 8th. Then we got Dunford and Hogan. Yeah, Hamilton definitely did not want to see that caution come out. This race was his to lose, and he lost it. Green flag in there. Looks like everybody gets a much better start. Hamilton's going to jump up to the point. We've got 3 laps to go. Dan Park challenging for 2nd. Oh, Lee Krause, all kinds of sideways, trying to hold on to it. He gets it straightened back up, but that's going to cost him a ton of positions. Park and Doyle still battling side by side for 2nd. Lee Krause loses control once again. Oh, he's going to collect some more cars. Caution came up before the white flag. We're going to re-rack them and restack them. Try this one more time. Our title sponsor of this series for Monday nights is the Full Throttle Beards Gen 6 series. Big thank you to Sean Schneider for sponsoring the series. Sean is a purveyor of beard oils, beard butters. Get a hold of Sean Schneider on Facebook, and he can hook you up with some great product. Sean is also the owner of East to West Apparel Company. So if you're looking for custom hats, shirts, whatever you have, come check out Sean Schneider on Facebook. We did have a nice long green flag run that went probably close to 60 laps. Unfortunately, when caution comes out and at the end of the race, people are going to be a little more emboldened to make some moves maybe they wouldn't have. I do believe that was the 54 of Mays getting a lap back. Yep, Todd Mays, currently sitting in 13th. No, sorry, 12th. We only have 12 cars left on the lead lap now. The official drink of the EFRL Monday Night Series is Mug Root Beer. One of the best tasting root beers around. Check out Mug Root Beer. It's got that crisp flavor that everybody loves. You put that in a nice frosty glass and you cannot beat that on a hot summer's day. Thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. Hopefully we can get this thing wrapped up here. The 3 of Hamilton. Lane Doyle on the outside. Ben Park on the bottom. Truitt on the outside. Walker now back up to 5th after his pit road infraction that put him behind the 8 ball. All right, bait car is off. Hamilton's got to get her done one more time. Green flag is in the air. Oh, Hamilton gets really sideways when he gassed up on that thing. He broke those back tires loose. It made a hard right. I thought he was going straight to the wall. Here comes the 2 car. Oh, we're wrecking. Caution is out. We will have to see if we have one more green-white checkered attempt or if that was the last one. I know Walker would love one more chance at a restart. Well, I said 7 cautions early on. It looks like we definitely went over that tonight. We had a nice long green flag run. It looked like we would be able to stay under the 7, but these late race cautions breed more cautions, and we've racked up 3 of them in a very short time frame. Lights are off on the pace car, so it looks like we are going to get one more restart. But this is going to be it. Forrest Hamilton Jr. has got to hold off Lane Doyle and that very fast number 2 car of Josh Walker. He's got to make sure he does not have a mistake going through the gears, coming up to speed like he did that last caution. Sorry, the last restart. Pace car is off. We're using turn number 4. Hamilton and Doyle last time. Green flag is in the air. Oh, they're wrecking. No caution as of yet. Hamilton, Park, Hogan, Mackey, Park, Queering, Walker, Wernicke, Truett, Dunford. White flag is in the air. Here comes Dan Park hitting that outside wall. Looking to make a move on the 3-car. He's got to run down low. He's got the speed. And here comes Hogan as well. Last lap pass. Dan Park's going to bring home the 7th car in the victory lane, second time this season. Hamilton could not catch a break. Walker had errors on the driver end of that one. We'll give our drivers just a minute to line up and get some pictures taken, and then we'll do some post-race interviews. Once again, we'll give a quick shout out to Steel Graphics and Designs.
Steel Graphics and Designs creates custom racing wraps and logos built for the real world and iRacing. From bold liveries to clean, professional branding, every design is made to perform on and off the track. Ready to upgrade your look? Contact Steel Graphics and Designs for custom wraps. Visit Steel Graphics and Designs on Facebook to learn more.
I had 30 lap full tires. Oh, shit.
Not a problem. Hey, driver of the number 3 car, Oh man, I thought you were gonna hold on for that one, but those cautions just kept coming though.
Yeah, cautions were actually beneficial because I had probably 30 lap old tires there, and I was just hanging on for dear life. That that first caution at the end of the long run, it got me a lap down, so I had to waste a set of tires. Didn't have anything left like the rest of them.
Oh, so that's why you stayed out on that last one.
Yep. I just kind of hoped and prayed and realized there was only 8 laps left. I was hoping I got the cautions I needed. Just didn't have the turn that I needed there late.
Yeah, it looked like the second to last restart, you looked like you spun the tires and that car took a hard right.
Oh, it was just, it spun every restart, but that second to last one, it was just super bad. I'm turning to the left. It could be a penalty. I mean, I switched lanes technically before the line, but hopefully they call it just racing, me spinning the tires after I'm already 2 or 3 car lengths out.
Well, you kept it off the wall, which was impressive because I thought that's for sure where you were going.
I thought it was too. I just, I was trying to drive as hard as I could through everything because I knew those guys behind me were going to catch me.
Well, we had a nice long green flag run just after the halfway point. I mean, we must have went 55, 60 laps under green.
Yeah, and that was a fun run. I had really good tires there, but I pit earlier than everybody else because I guess I had gone through my right front a little bit more than them, and I tried to play the gamble, and it almost paid off. That caution was a lap later; it would have really paid off.
Yes, it would have. Well, congratulations on keeping that 3 car up front there at the end and brought home third place. Good looking ride tonight for Darlington. That's it's a tough track.
Oh yeah, tough track. Had to throw on the Wrangler car to knew I meant business tonight and try to do what I could.
Well, congratulations on finishing third. And who'd you like to give it a shout out to before we cut you loose?
Uh, just my team over at JFM. We do a lot of practicing. We help each other out as much as we can. I mean, it's a good group of guys. We just keep digging what we're doing. They didn't have a great race, but at least I made up for it for the team, I guess.
All right, bud. Well, you have a wonderful night, and we'll see you back next week.
All right, appreciate it. See you.
All right, coming home second, coming on strong at the end of that one. We didn't get a chance to talk about you too much tonight, Steven, but you brought home that number 30 car in second place tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I like the paint scheme on that one. Old real
Yeah.
tree looks good.
Yeah, old Tyler Reddick throwback paint scheme there.
So those late race cautions, were they beneficial for you, or do you think they hurt you, or?
I don't know that they hurt or helped really. I mean, I was just kind of riding, trying to save tires there, and then next thing I know, we were racing pretty hard at the end. So.
Well, you definitely have avoided some chaos there in those last couple cautions. You kept that 30 car clean and followed Dan right through the front.
Oh yeah, yeah. I thought him and Forrest were gonna get together enough for me to get by both of them maybe there, but it didn't happen. I ended up second, but that's all right. That's 2 top fives in a row, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, especially at Darlington. This was a tough track. We did have a nice long green flag run in the middle there, but once again, those you get cautions, you get guys on old tires, and chaos is bound to happen.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's bound to happen on the restarts and everything else there.
Especially with that being that late in the race, everybody's like, we're on go time now.
That's it. Ready to go right then.
Well, buddy, is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to tonight?
Just my teammates, Josh Walker, Kyle Mays, Bobby Mays, Todd Mays, sponsors, Lock Dock, Mays Construction, and Marco's Pizza.
All right, buddy. Well, we look forward to seeing you if you can continue this top 5 streak next week.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yep, have a good one.
You too.
All right, we got him. The man of the hour coming on late, parking that number 7 machine up front, Mr. Dan Park.
Bruh, I can't believe it. That was the craziest last restart I've ever been a part of.
That was pretty crazy, bud.
I was like, well, I'm going to push my teammate to the front, and then all of a sudden he was gone. And I was like, oh, no.
Man, did you qualify for this one, or did you start in the back?
I qualified. I started 13th. I messed up on my lap because I got loose off of 4 coming to my fast lap. So screwed up my lap there, and I was like, well, 13th ain't terrible. Then was running top 5 with them all, and then the restart got me, and I basically was facing the inside wall, and I was like, well, as long as I can save it, we're fine. And started saving fuel and was able to make it, and then we had cautions. So brought me back up with everybody. But I knew I was fast. I just didn't know how fast.
It'd have been interesting to see how that would have played out if Walker had not sped on pit road and gotten that penalty.
He didn't speed.
Oh, he didn't.
Nope. He went above the yellow line right on pit exit.
Right. He had an unsafe pit exit.
Yeah, unsafe pit exit.
Yep. I called it when it happened. I was like, oh, I don't think that's right. And next thing I know, he's slowing up, and I was like, oh, he's got to be kicking himself.
I was like, when Lane saw it, he's like, wait a minute, did the 2 just give himself a penalty? And I was like, it's possible. Then we hit the backstretch. He goes, yep, definitely did. But I can't, I'm ecstatic, man. It's been so long since I've won in this league.
Didn't you win
And I've
this
been
a couple weeks ago?
No.
Oh, I was thinking this was your second win of the season.
Nope, I haven't won yet.
You were close.
I've been up front almost every race, but I get bad situations happen.
Well, congratulations on bringing home that number 7 in the victory lane. She looks good. I like the color scheme.
It's all Michael Steele. I gave him a paint scheme to look at, and it was Jeff Gordon throwback, basically. It's his Pepsi flame car, so it turned out perfect, man. Michael does the best paints I've seen.
He does, and he was our race day sponsor for today, so it's only fitting that one of his cars is in victory lane.
For sure. He's got 5 of them on the track. Well,
actually, I think there's more than that.
Well, just from our team.
Yeah, because then he's got his
4
team.
from our team. Yeah. But I also got to shout out my teammates. We needed it. Like, once everybody from the JFM team started having trouble, I was like, we need to gain points on them. And coming home 1st, 5th, and 8th, we can't complain.
Nope, definitely a good points night for that team.
And I got to shout out Forrest, man. Old tires still finishing P3. Like, that's pretty impressive.
Dude, that one restart, I thought he was going straight to that outside wall.
On most of the restarts, like, it's tire spin, I thought everybody was dying. I saw Lee almost die, which forced me to change lanes before the start finish line, but I was like, it's either kill Lee or dodge him, which I'm going to dodge him.
Yep.
I ain't going to run him over. But it was insane. Like, you couldn't go full throttle right off the hit because even on fresh tires, you have no grip. They need a little temperature.
Well, bud, it's nice to see that car riding up front. You got your dad's name on there like always. It's a pretty special moment for you.
Oh, it is. Like, this is the first win since I put his name on it. Like, and it's awesome. And I gotta shout out the people watching. Like, I know my mom's been watching every race, and I think my brother's girlfriend's watched every race. Like, we have our friends and family that watch, and it's awesome.
All right, buddy. Who else do you want to give a thank you to before we cut you loose?
Dean for putting on the league, you for broadcasting it, and of course Michael Steele for the paints.
All right, buddy. Well, congratulations. We look forward to seeing you back next week.
Yeah, of course.
All right, folks. That's going to do it for us here tonight with All the Dirt. We will be back in action for sure on Thursday night. We will see you